All right, these are the Where the Wild Things Are, based off the very popular children's book by Maurice Sendak. These were made by McFarlane Toys in the year 2000. In the early 2000s, McFarlane had it going on. He had that 3D technology he was using, and he was popping out incredible movie scenes, and he did a lot of horror stuff. He did a lot of random ones. He did like the movie The Slapshot, the hockey movie, and he did a great toy to the Mackenzie brothers, the beer guys, the Canadian, I don't remember the movie, but to that, of course, he did his Spawn toys, but this was out of the McFarlane collection. Excuse me. All right, so on the far left, you got Goat Boy and Max came together in a set, which was cool. Max's crown there comes off, as well as his little king staff comes out of his hand. Here, I'll take his crown off. He's got his Max pajamas on there. Next to him is BFF Moishi there, who's probably the most popular of the crew. Next to him, Bernard was always my favorite when I was little. Amel is the chicken guy, and then Aaron, who in the picture that you see there, the book was not included with any of the figures. It's kind of what they're based off of. Moishi and Bernard, you can pose them literally just like out of the book there. But Aaron here was not on that page. He was actually, Aaron and Goat Boy were often seen together in the book, but only a couple of times, like in greeting Max to the island. On the far end, you have T Zippy, or Zippy, and the T is silent. I never understood that. You can see that she's got a little help from a Lego on her leg, because they do, like with their tails and everything, you can set them up pretty nicely. They don't have a ton of articulation, as McFarlane Toys were not meant to. They were meant to kind of stand up into their scenes. He did a lot of rock stars as well, and they'd always be in kind of their positioning, their headbang positions and such. I did a Metallica review, and you can kind of see it in that. These are 21 years old, as they came out in 2000. And in the early 2000s, McFarlane had great technology, and in that he had to develop the product, the different kind of rubbers and stuff. And I remember hearing about certain development of technologies of different materials that were being used to make toys. And then they could make them more detailed, or they could even, make these more awesome toys. But the thing is, a lot of those materials do not hold up. Like, they're all on their little pegs, and they're in fairly decent shape. But if you move their arms and stuff a little too much, they will break off pretty easy. So they are a little bit fragile. But all their paint and everything, as long as they're kind of kept out of the sun and such, keep nice. I mean, there's been no problem there. They were packaged in these big square boxy boxes that took up a ton of space. I did keep them in the boxes for years, but they're meant to be taken out and kind of set up in this dancing position. You can still find them. They're between $240 to $300 on eBay for the whole set, or I've seen them for $38 to $50. Back in the day, I think they were like $10 to $15. Max and Goat Boy were in the box together, so that was always the fun one to get, because you got two figures. Where the Wild Things Are. Todd McFarlane.